of me. Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while. Please promise me you'll try. When you find that once again you long to take your heart back and...
Cari amici di Santina, siamo arrivati a Garissa, siamo qui alla Università di Garissa dove sono stati uccisi 148 studenti. È stato un momento molto commovente l'essere qui. Ringrazio tutti voi e vi chiedo di pregare per questa terra. Grazie a tutti da Garissa.
Sunrise over the Tana River. Traffic starts to flow over the bridge and into Garissa town.
The morning commute into Garissa is day labourers, it's people going into their offices, but it's also so many Christians who are too scared to sleep inside Garissa town. They've decided to move themselves and their families across to the other side of the river to safety.
We've been invited to Sunday service at Our Lady of Perpetual Consolation, the Garissa Cathedral. This Sunday, like nearly every other, brought with it threats from Al-Shabaab. If you worship here, they're told, you'll die.
I'm Sister Evelyn Ingoshi, one of the sisters of St. Joseph of Tabs, living here in Garissa. The experience that happened this year in the month of April was a very sad experience after we lost several students from the university, Garissa University. Most of the young people, both men and women, were Catholics. Some of them could come to our church here, and they played a major role in our church, especially in participation in the Eucharistic celebration, taking care of the little ones, the PMC children, and the rest of the activities that takes place within the Catholic Church.
They're praying under armed guard, but they're praying nonetheless.
Every Sunday I'm here. It's my cathedral. Yeah, I'm here. I was baptized in this church.
This is one risk they're still willing to take. The Bishop of Garissa, Bishop Joseph Alessandro, is giving the benediction. He, along with his fellow bishops and nuns, have been a constant in this community.
It's not a matter of choice. It's our duty to remain here, no? Even the Pope, yes, he had words of encouragement to us. He asked us to convey his condolences to the families who suffered and lost their dear ones, to people who are injured, and also he promised that we will continue to pray for Kenya, for peace in Kenya, for unity in Kenya.
Recently, and the situation is calm right now, but at the same time, anyway, we are suffering because of especially those who are helping here from the West. They are now a bit afraid, and they left the place, and they are reluctant to come back. But anyway, we keep trusting God. We have good relations with the people as such. With the common people, we have good relations. But, you know, this fundamentalists, sometimes they disturb everything. We keep praying for one another, and we keep remaining in one church and creating a dialogue with the Muslims. We have to create a dialogue with the Muslims.
At the invitation of the diocese, Bishop Alessandro tells us the Pope added Kenya to his Africa trip in November. He says members of the congregation will be chosen to travel to Nairobi to meet him. A trip of a lifetime. For now, though, he and his bishops are focusing on the daily task of keeping their flock safe. as best they can.
We are people of God, we are people of faith. God never abandons us, and maybe in moments when we feel that we are left on our own, there are those moments that God might be very close to us, no, inwardly, even if we don't feel Him.
When it happened that day, we were not fully prepared, but we could hear gunshots from as early as 5 a.m. So we didn't know which part of Garissa is having that experience, because we are used to that. But to our big surprise, it was our students in the university. Most of the university students, we had known them, and we communicated on phone as they continued being killed. Some stayed as far as 8 hours before they were killed, still communicating with their parents, still communicating with us. Indeed, it was a very sad experience that we won't forget in our lives.